Okay, this time let's do something a little bit different. The reciprocal function. This is a very popular one for these multiple derivative questions. Okay, and if I see this, the first instinct for me to differentiate, do the first derivative is just use the quotient rule. But it's a lot easier to differentiate this multiple times in the power form like this. Okay, so now let's do it. You get negative x to the power of negative 2. Second derivative will be negative 1 times by negative 2 x to the power of negative 3. And because we're trying to find a pattern, do not evaluate this. Just leave it the way it is. We're trying to catch a pattern. If you times these two, you get positive 2. And it might be harder for us to see exactly how the number at the front is made. Next step, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. You get that. So look, we get 1 times 2, 1 times 2 times 3, and you can see the next one is going to be, right, 1 times 2 times 3 times 4, but they're all negatives. So there's a symbol for such multiplication. It's factorials. N factorial means n times n minus 1, n minus 2, and so on all the way down to 1. In other words, if you have like 4 factorial, it means 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So if you have third derivative, you have 3 times 2 times 1. So if you have 100, right, it will be 1 all the way to 100, so it'll be 100 factorial. And note that, and you do have to be very careful here. When it's first derivative, it's 2. Second is 3. When it's third, it's 4. It's 1 more. The power there is 1 more. So it's going to be x to the power of negative 101. And another thing is the negatives. The first one is, ultimately, this is going to be negative. This one's going to be positive, negative. Right? So when it's first, it's negative. Second, it's positive. So we can alternate that by multiplying this by negative 1 to the power of n. So look, negative 1 to the power of 1 is negative, negative 1 to the power of 2 is positive. Right? Of course, for this one, it's going to be 100. And therefore, it's going to be 100 factorial x to the power of negative 101. Okay? Just be very cautious about how you match up the derivative number with the exponent numbers.